Good afternoon all. Let me start the 12th standard and genetics, chapter number 5. Okay, principle of inheritance and variation. Okay, first question is this. What do you mean by heredity or inheritance? Means you know that parental characters are coming. Parental characters are coming in the new generation, next generation, or of their offsprings. Parental characters are present in their offsprings, so that is known as heredity or known as inheritance. Fine. Now, very silly question, but very important. Why chicken comes out from the hen's egg? Why from the mango seed mango tree is developed? Why chicken comes out from the hen's egg, not other bird? So this is very silly question, but it is very important, because in hen's egg the DNA consists, or the gene, the DNA, the chromosome consists the information that which type of the organism is developed from that egg. That's why you know that in sexually reproducing organisms, they produce the gametes. So we say that male gamete and female gamete. So male gamete consists characteristic of the male partner, which is parent, and the female gamete consists the characteristic of the female partner in female parent. Fine. So when the gametes are fused together and zygote is synthesized, at that time each and every over the chromosomes, over the DNA, over the genes, each and every characters for that genes are located. Fine. So everything is written on the DNA, on the gene, on the chromosome, that which type of the organism is synthesized, which type of the character is there, how it's look like. Fine. Everything is written in the code formation over the gene, DNA, chromosome. So parental characters are present in the offsprings and they are coming in the next generation. So this type of the mechanism is known as heredity and or inheritance. Fine. Let's see variation. I asked so many questions related to this variation in the previous classes also, that two children of one parent, suppose you have brother or sister, okay, or brothers or sisters, whatever, but you have sister, you have brother, they all are different from yourself. We all are originated from our parents. Yes, in the first chapter when we will learn that reproduction in organism, at that time basically we learn that the each and every sexually reproducing organism can be originated from the one cell stage, that is nothing but the zygote. So basically I can clear one thing, that fertilization and zygote both are totally different thing, but we consider this both are same. It is wrong. The male gamete enter inside the female gamete, that procedure is known as fertilization. Remember that. Entry of the male gamete into female gamete, this is known as fertilization. And what is zygote formation? The nucleus of the male gamete and female gamete are joined together and form the zygote. Fine. So variation is created. So simply we say that only one thing, that every sexually reproducing animals or organisms consist meiosis division. So answer is there in the cell cycle and cell division chapter. I hope you know that answer. The answer is prophase 1. Specifically the answer is zygote. So you know that lactotine, pachytene, diplotin, zygotine, diplotin and dikinesis. So in meiosis 1, in prophase 1, the crossing over occurs. Crossing over of chromosomes occurs, and at that time chiasmata formation is also there. So chromosomes are wrapped around each other, and from the one chromosome to the another chromosome, the genetic material is exchanged. So answer is there. And if you know that basically the terms dominance and recessive, you have learned in the 10th standard. Yes, in this chapter Mendel experiment is there. The two Mendel experiment that you have learned in the 10th standard, that on the Pisum sativum, pea plant, that we will learn this in this chapter, but in detail. 10th standard in the basic level, but in science it is very deep. That I will take it later on. So you know that two terms, dominance and recessive. So in our parents, some characters are dominant and some characters are recessive. But what happened here? At the time of the zygote formation, some dominant characters become recessive, or some recessive characters become dominant also. Sometimes what happened? No one is dominant, no one is recessive, but very new character is developed in the zygote, and this is known as variation. So sometimes what happened, that one dominant character mixed with the one recessive character, and new genetic makeup is generated. As a result, we say that variation is created. So each and every sexually reproducing organism, when it undergoes the meiosis division for the gamete formation, so at the time of the gamete formation in the meiosis, crossing over occurs, and due to that crossing over, the variation is created. So many questions are moving in our mind. This and this, why this happened, but we can't give the definite result that from this animal this type of the organism is generated. So this all the kinds of the questions related to the DNA as well as associated structures. So the answer is given by the one branch of the biology, it is known as genetics. So heredity or inheritance, we define it, the characters from parental generation are coming in or came in offspring generation, then next generation. This is known as inheritance or heredity. Fine. And two individuals of same species are different in their character. This is known as variation. So actually this is the part 1 of genetics. Okay, genetics part 1. So this type and those type of the questions answer can be given by the one branch of the biology this is known as genetics. Before understanding the genetics in detail, before taking this chapter in detail furthermore, fine, I want to tell you the few words. So you have to understand it properly. So next time, in next lecture onwards, I can use that words. All those words can be used there, so you can clear that idea. Important words and their meanings. See, P generation. So parental generation can be represented as a P generation, P gen. Fine. F1 gen. First filial generation. Fine. So the offspring of the P generation, it is known as first filial, that is F1 gen, can be represented as a F1. Then you know that F2 generation, second filial generation. But here I can clear you. F2 generation is belonging to the P generation. See, for example, our grandfather generation is P generation. So our parental generation is F1 generation and our generation is F2 generation. But if you consider our parental generation P generation, so our generation is F1 generation, not a F2 generation. But here F2 generation, that is considered from the parental generation. Fine. So these three words you keep it in your mind. Then the dominant word. Dominant word means the character is expressed. The character is shown. Just for example, you know that you have learned this in the 10th standard. that when the tall plant is crossed with the dwarf plant, so in F1 generation all the plants are tall, and that's why you have told that the tall plant is dominant character. But remember that tall plant consists the recessive gene inside it. The gene is present there, but that character is not expressed. So for that we use the word recessive. So recessive means character isn't expressed. But remember that gene is present for this. Okay? So that gene is present but cannot express its character. Fine? So dominant and recessive. Now homozygous. See, what is homozygous? You have learned Mendel experiment in the 10th standard. Capital T, capital T. Capital T, capital T. So both capital T are same. Fine. Both the alphabets are same. So we say that it is homozygous. So either you say that capital T or small t, that is homozygous. Fine. So આપણે tall plant જે છે એને different way થી એવી રીતે પણ કહી શકીએ that tall plant is homozygous dominant, whereas small t, for that you know that dwarf plant. So for that we say that homozygous recessive character. Then heterozygous. For example, heterozygous in that capital T, small t. So here I can write for you understanding purpose capital T and small t, small t. Okay, that we will learn in the monohybrid experiment of the Mendel. Heterozygous in that capital T, small t. Fine. Now chromosomes are always in pairs. See, chromosomes always pair માં જ હોય. For example, we say that we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. And as you know that out of the total chromosomes, all are autosomes except the one, and that one is sex chromosome, which determine the sex of an individual. Fine? Okay. Then new two words for you. Emasculation. Actually, this emasculation word is given in the second chapter. I forgot that, but in second chapter, before double fertilization, artificial hybridization paragraph is given there in the textbook. And in artificial hybridization, emasculation and bagging, these two methods are given there that we have to use here. Fine. So what do you mean by emasculation? Emasculation means with the help of two forceps. Remove the anther. In flower. But remember that when we use both the forceps and we remove the anther from it, but flower is there in the bird form. Flower bird form માં છે, but flower is not ripened. Flower હજી open નથી થયું. In the bird form without damaging to other walls of flower. Now you think about that why this will happen. How should come કરવું જોઈએ? Why we have to do that? So here basically you know that emasculation is done in bisexual flower only. So bisexual flower become female flower. Why? Because we have to prevent the self-fertilization. What we have to do here? See, if the bisexual plant is there and particular character is there, so self-fertilization occurs. So we can't observe that what happened in cross-fertilization. Cross-fertilization means what here? Suppose example, I have to select the tall plant as a one parent. Okay, so I can select the pollen grain of the tall plant. So in dwarf plant, with the help of the emasculation, I can remove the anther. And now, then allow the flower to ripen, to open, to grow. Fine. And then select the tall plant, pollen grains and spread over the stigma of the dwarf plant. And I have to observe that what happened, that if the tall plant is crossed with dwarf plant, then which type of the character is generated. Fine. So for that we perform the emasculation, and then next is bagging. Bagging is nothing but covering of the stigma with the help of bag. Why? Because the stigma is not coming in contact with the undesired pollen grain. So this is about the basic information. Fine.